And it is New Release Tuesday, meaning DVDs and CDs out. We have quite a bit in front of us, joined now by Tangela and Mark. Thanks for coming over from Suncoast. We have several to display right here, and then a couple of them are, I guess you could say, the bigger ones too.
Right. Yes. Probably the biggest one we have right today, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. It's an updated version of the fairy tale. Hansel and Gretel have grown up and decided to use their talents for hunting down witches, and they're out for hire. People hire them to go kill witches, and there's like a big witch that's after them too, and so it's the whole confrontation there.
Kind of taking the spin on that, and just from watching the trailer, they obviously go through something as children that makes them decide they will be witch hunters forever.
Right, and it's not for kids. It is rated R.
Okay, definitely good point to make there. Not the typical Hansel and Gretel gingerbread house.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, got it. We'll make a note of that one. Right. Oz. A lot of people, you know, have said back and forth, I guess, about this. Comparing it to the Wizard of Oz, it's not. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's actually a prequel to the Wizard of Oz. It tells how the wizard got there and pretty much how the witches came into being too. Also.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of talks about how James Franco plays Oz, I think, right? And he's a con man.
Right. He's a he works at. He's a con artist. He works through the different county fairs and everything. Pretty much ripping people off at the fairs and then running off with their money. And one of his escape plans goes wrong. He gets caught in a cyclone and ends up in Oz.
So that's pretty interesting there. And that is that PG-13 or
it's PG?
Okay,
it is PG. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it. I would actually recommend maybe for the older kids. The little kids might get a little scared of some of it, but the older ones would probably do. And it's available on DVD, Blu-ray, and also Blu-ray 3D.
Right.
With Hansel and Gretel as well, you can get DVD, Blu-ray, or 3D.
So if you had the 3D TV, that's what you were able to watch that with? Oh,
yes.
Neat. Okay. Yes. Hey, I was scared of the original Wizard of Oz too as a little kid, so that's a good warning there. You know. Okay, and then moving on to the next.
Snitch, The Rock. He plays. Pretty much, he's playing The Rock, fighting a drug cartel, but at the same time, he's fighting a drug cartel and having to prove that his son that's been imprisoned for drugs was set up.
Okay, so kind of an intense, I guess, a thriller kind of action.
Action,
yeah. Okay. Yes. And then I guess some of the CDs, or do you want to move on to the...
Let's go to the television, then we'll talk about the CD.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the biggest one we have is The Newsroom. It's the HBO series. Okay. I've never seen it, but I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, a lot of people like it, and of course, I guess they're on season 2 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yeah, so this is something, and Tangela and I were talking about, if you don't have HBO, you think, oh, what's that all about? Hey, go into Suncoast and get it. You can find out.
Also, House of Cards. It's a political series with Kevin Spacey. He plays a congressman, and just a hunch he's probably corrupt.
Oh, just a hunch. There you go. And Burn Notice.
Burn Notice, season 6, I believe, is this one.
Yeah, a lot of people liking that too. Kind of hear about it here and now as well.
It's a popular series as well.
And then music, we have different various artists here.
We have two soundtracks actually that was released out. Man of Steel, which is available in a single disc, and you can also get it in a deluxe edition. And most of the time, your deluxe edition have maybe 5 to 6 extra songs on there. Okay. So you can get the soundtrack for that. We also had what was it? This is the End.
Yeah. Okay. So that's in a soundtrack as well, and looking like Goo Goo Dolls, and then a couple of those are
Big Time Rush had one to come out.
And Black Sabbath. Also.
Black Sabbath, and for the gospel, we have Hezekiah Walker released his artist.
Okay. So really, kind of a something for everyone. I know a lot of people are excited about Man of Steel too, and that's pretty neat too. Yeah, you can get some bonus on that.
Yeah.
And we also have a lot of superhero merchandise in the store gearing toward the Man of Steel also.
Okay, great. So that's always good to be able to get as well, especially for guests and things like that too. Thanks, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.